Good day, everyone. My name is April Francine M. Laag, a BSN 1 Block 3 student.
And I am Michael Anindi Bunyel, BSN 1, Block 3.
So today, we'll be diving into anatomy of the respiratory system, a truly essential system for life. So what is a respiratory system? Simply put, the respiratory system's primary function is to continuously bring in oxygen and remove the gaseous waste product, carbon dioxide. Without it, an organism would be unable to produce the energy required by cells, leading to system failure.
So why respiratory system matters? It is because it supplies the body with oxygen needed for energy and remove toxic carbon dioxide waste, maintaining the body acid-base balance.
So this is the parts of the respiratory system. First, nasal cavity, nostril, soft palate, hard palate, oral cavity, larynx, trachea, carina of trachea, right main bronchus, right lung, left lung, diaphragm, bronchi, left main bronchus, esophagus, epiglottis, tongue, oropharynx, nasopharynx, pharyngeal tonsil.
So we will discuss the first part of the respiratory system, which is nasal cavity. So what is nasal cavity? It is the hollow space inside the nose and skull that is lined with mucous membrane. So what is the function of nasal cavity? Warms, moisten, and filter incoming air, detects odors.
The nostril or the nares are the external openings for air to enter and exit the nasal cavity.
Soft palate. So, what is soft palate? It is a fleshy, flexible part of the roof of the mouth located behind the hard plate. As you can see, that is the soft palate in the picture. So, what is the function of soft palate? It is closes of the nasopharynx during swallowing to prevent food from entering the nasal cavity.
The hard palate separates the nasal cavity from the oral cavity, providing structure for chewing and speech.
Oral cavity serve as an alternate air passage important in speech and food intake.
We have the pharyngeal tonsil or adenoid, which helps defend the body from inhaled or ingested pathogens.
Nasopharynx. So what is nasopharynx? It is the upper part of the throat located behind the nose and above the soft palate. It is connected the nasal passage to the rest of the respiratory system. So what is the function of nasopharynx? Passageway for air from the nasal cavity to the oropharynx.
Next, the oropharynx, the common passageway for both air and food.
Laryngopharynx. Laryngopharynx is also known as the hypopharynx. Is the most caudal portion of the pharynx, serving as a crucial connection point for food, water, and air. And the function of laryngopharynx is connects oropharynx to larynx and esophagus.
The trachea, or a windpipe, provides a clear airway for air to enter and exit the lungs. It is lined with cilia to move the breeze upward. The trachea branches into the right and left main bronchus, which conduct air into each lung. The right bronchus is wider and shorter. These then divided into smaller bronchioles called bronchi, which distribute air throughout the lungs.
Bronchi, or smaller branches, distribute air throughout the lungs.
The right lung contains three lobes and facilitate gas exchange, oxygen in, carbon dioxide out.
Left lung contains two lobes, slightly smaller to make a room for the heart, also for gas exchange. Diaphragm. Diaphragm main muscle of respiration contracts and flattens to draw air into the lungs during inhalation and relaxes during exhalation. Tongue. The function of the tongue is to aid in swallowing and speech, indirectly helping direct air during breathing.
The esophagus is not really a part of the respiratory system. It just carries food to the stomach and is positioned directly behind the trachea.
What will happen if there's a problem in your respiratory system? A problem would lead to impaired gas exchange, causing the body to suffer from two problems: hypoxia and acidosis. Hypoxia, a lack of oxygen resulting in dizziness, fatigue, and damage to vital organs like the brain and the heart. Acidosis, a buildup of carbon dioxide which makes the blood too acidic.
What are the best way to have a healthy respiratory system? First, do not smoke or vape. Exercise regularly to strengthen lungs capacity. Avoid air pollutants and secondhand smoke. Practice good hygiene and get vaccinated to prevent infections.
That's all for today, and we hope that you all learned about the respiratory system. Once again, my name is Michael Onindi Bunyel. Thank you for watching.